Nearly a century of automotive history is moving into the 21st century. Feast your eyes on the Pininfarina Battista, the latest Italian hypercar to hit the road. With nearly 1,900 horsepower and 1,700 pound-feet of torque, it'll be the most powerful road-legal car ever designed and made in Italy. And yes, it is 100% electric. Stay tuned to find out more. And if you like this video, remember to hit subscribe so you never miss a show. Thanks to an investment of nearly €500 million by parent company Mahindra, Pininfarina announced their intention to build an all-electric hypercar back in 2018. The car is named after the Italian car designer Battista Pininfarina, famous for his work with Ferrari from the 1950s. But we're in the 21st century now, and this car is bang up to date. They've been hiring personnel from the likes of Mercedes-AMG, Porsche and Bugatti to help make the Battista the best it can be, so let's delve into the detail. First, let's take a look at the styling. It doesn't fail to remind us of all those design features we love in our hypercars. It certainly wouldn't be out of place in a lineup of the most desirable thoroughbred Italian cars on the market today. It has an angular, aggressive front that features two small and piercing headlights, connected by a futuristic light bar that runs across the lower end of the hood. It looks like the furrowed brow of an angry animal. There are 21-inch rims pasted with Pirelli P0 performance tyres, making the wheel arches flare upwards, which helps give the car a hunkered down, aggressive pose. As we move around the side, the aggressive lines mellow a little as they rise up towards the rear of the cabin. And the rear of the car brings back that futuristic look, with the floating active rear wing that aids performance and braking. Anyone else reminded of the BMW i8? Looking at the back of this. The Battista is to be offered in 3 trims. The Bianco Sestieri is the more elegant and subdued version. I think it looks amazing in white. Then you have the Grigio Lasana, which has a more sporty level of trim. And then finally, you have the Blue Iconica. That is the more aggressive look. Now, only 150 cars are ever going to be made, so you'll be lucky to get one. You'll be even luckier to get your hands on one of the 5 90th Anniversario editions. Well, these come with a bespoke paint job and forged aluminium wheels. They'll also include the Furiosa performance pack for more aggressive styling. Let's get inside the car, and you have all the luxury that you'd expect from a car with a price tag like this, but we'll get onto how much it costs later. Wait for it. Dual screens straddle the steering wheel. Look, the cabin is definitely centered on the driver, with all of the instrumentation oriented towards them. Pininfarina say that they want this to be a car you can live with. They tell us that they are future-proofing it by working with suppliers that will allow the car's infotainment system to be kept up to date over time. But that's enough about how the car looks. What's it like to drive? Well, to date, the best person to ask would be Mahindra's Formula E driver Nick Heidfeld, who helped develop the car. Pininfarina took his input to help refine the driving experience and make its awesome power more manageable for mere mortals like you and I to drive at low speeds. Well, thanks to its sophisticated torque vectoring, the car should be kept in check should you get a little frisky with your right foot. There'll be 5 different driving modes to help choose the style of driving that suits you best. But I can hear you screaming, how fast can I go? Alright, let's talk numbers. And these numbers are off the charts. It's billed as the most powerful road legal car ever designed and built in Italy. It has 4 electric motors. Now, there's 2 up the front, and they put out 335 horsepower apiece. Come on, that's like having a Tesla Model 3 long range on each front wheel. On top of that, both rear motors will put out over 600 horsepower. That gives a total of nearly 1,900 horsepower. This is insane levels of performance. You have 1,696 pound-feet of torque at your disposal. Now, the powertrain comes from Rimac, so you get 0 to 62 miles an hour or 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in under 2 seconds, and you'll continue on to 186 miles an hour in less than 12 seconds. The top speed, not too shabby, 217 miles per hour. And it takes a lot of braking force to bring this thing to a halt, so Pirelli Performance tyres will be slowed by Brembo carbon ceramic 6-piston brakes. Of course, being an EV, we have loads of braking power from regen braking to recoup a little bit of that energy. Let's talk about the details that EV lovers are really into. What's the pack size? The battery is going to be 120 kilowatt hours, lithium-ion battery pack, slotting between the passenger and the driver, just behind them actually. This gigantic pack is going to give a range of around 280 miles, that's 448 kilometers. Look, that's not groundbreaking range, but you know, it's a far cry from the likes of a Tesla Model S in terms of the performance of this car. They're totally different as well, designed to do different jobs. The T-shaped battery pack is also made by Rimac. Now, it is a bulkier pack as opposed to the skateboard platforms that we're seeing from the kind of road cars being brought to market these days. It allows them to keep the centre of gravity between the wheels for performance, and it keeps the roof low for a sporty feel that we love in hypercars. What about price and delivery? This really is a case of, if you have to ask the price, you can't afford it. Well, with a production run of 150 and a price tag on each car of around 2 million euros, it will forever stay on the wish list for most of us. The Battista is sure to be brought by only the rich and famous, and we may only ever be lucky enough to see one swanning around, I don't know, Monte Carlo or the sandy streets of Abu Dhabi. Those lucky few are having their delivery dates stalled by the global pandemic, but they'll hope to get the keys sometime in 2021. So, what do you think of this car? Let us know in the comments below. What do you think of the specs? What it looks like? What would be on your wish list? Which colour would you choose? We can't wait to continue the conversation down below. Thanks for watching, subscribe to the channel, and give us a thumbs up so we know you like this video and we can make more just like it. And we'll see you on the next one.